Fine, maybe that was
you would
too
still go
hard.
extra level 1 probably, even if you were considering going like a max Wex build. But I just think it's overwhelming in general. Like compared to extra, you're still gonna have Wex levels anyway, right? Like you'll be super high level if you go for the Dom Midas build that BCM is doing. So
yeah, I guess
you don't want to take.
You don't need a whole lot of tornado, right? You just need. I imagine it could be like a 1-1-2 type of deal, or 1-1-3, where you do end up maxing out that Exort, of course, and being able to still cast those tornadoes. I do feel like Navi, they're a little bit iffy in the laning stage. I'm not sure if this is exactly how they had it planning out, but this is a classic European draft where it's like, we don't care about the lane.
He's fine.
All we're doing is getting a good game.
They're going.
Looks like got the juice.
He's not fine.
They're diving under the tower. Sunstrike going to connect as well. 9 class getting the first blood. I think that was off of a blood grenade tick.
Yeah, double blood grenade used. They did not respect that tower at all, and of course it works out completely here. That was a very interesting read. They're already setting up with the lane ward there, so there must have been some like pre-game watching there. They hadn't, you know, they knew about that pattern.
They knew something. They definitely knew something there. That's a cool one. How many times do you think you have those sort of like, hey, we scouted out where somebody likes to move all the time for their first blood? Like, do you think that happens very often in these sort of, you know, team researching?
It happens more often than you would think, but usually not against the best teams. Like the best teams are way like they're good at adapting. They don't typically have like these strong habitual things that just like it's kind of autopilot if you do the same thing every game, right? Yeah. So the best teams, they typically have different level 1 plan depending on the heroes that are in the game, for example.
And I got the juice, yeah. Bit of not an issue there, but in a weird spot. Also, the wave going under his tower. Already missed 1 CS. Does get that second one.
That's a really good start for PARIVISION off lane. Like getting the lane control right away, first blood on Skyraf. You can't have much of a better start like this. And the Disruptor Gyro, they can be weak unless they have this constant flag spam on you and getting the levels. And, you know, they need the spacing as well to run you down, right? They need 2 or 3 Q spells from the Gyro to be able to, like, really threaten heroes.
Yeah, I kind of want to see him go 202, to be honest. I feel like that's where you could put some pressure on for this lineup. However, 9 class is still going to spam out, and this is like one of the most frustrating prods for us to play against if you ever carry, because it feels like every concussive shot always hits you. It's just impossible to play against sometimes.
Just very mana efficient in general, and you know, having a null as well, level 1 already with the first blood, it's gonna add on top of that even more. Yeah.
It's so much. It feels like even 1 null sometimes is like all it takes for this hero to be truly unstoppable in the laning stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very important that Navi gets the Lotus in his lane to be able to fight them on, or to fight them out over time.
DM is doing a great job. He's already denied, I believe, 2 of these range creeps. What's your take on like you know, whenever you're an offlaner, when do you just trade away range creeps, and when do you do better at like aggroing to make sure that you both get yours?
You mean like when do you aggro back and when do you fight without the aggro?
Yeah, because I feel like most of the time when you aggro back as a offlaner, especially in this current patch, you're just both foregoing the range creep. But sometimes, you know, neither hero is going to aggro, and then you both get yours.
I mean, the good thing you can do is you aggro it back, and then if you're stronger, you re-aggro. So like you're kind of baiting the range creep, like you're making you think that it's going to be low, and then like, you leave it at like half HP, like just in the deny range.
I see.
And then you go attack them. So like there's a lot of small re-aggro tricks that people are doing, but that would take like a whole laning guide almost to go into detail. But in general, might as well aggro back to your range. Like it's the best way to play to get your lane back. But there is ways to use it to your advantage to be aggressive.
I see. So you're always aggroing back, just whether or not you allow it to actually go into deny range or not.
Yeah, I mean, you can let it go into the deny range, but when, like, you know, it's getting to that critical point where somebody would go in for last hits, then they're obviously going to approach, right, to hit the creep, and then you re-aggro so that it doesn't go into deny range, they attack it, and you're able to go on them, things like this. It's something that... Yeah. It's one of the first things that I think, like, you learn when you go into pro, when you play with people that played way longer than you. Like, what I learned back in the day is, like, you always go for kill attempts when they go for creep kills, essentially. It's like a good timing.
I see.
Very natural.
So that's the second part then. So I'd been like having a little bit of coaching done where it's like using the lane strength to your advantage, right? Instead of going for a small pullback when you have a creep advantage, just start hitting them, you know, and allow the creeps to hit them too. So then that's the second part. You want to hit them with that lane advantage whenever the range creep is getting lower.
Yeah. And you see right now, I mean, so this lane, the gyro disruptor, right? They don't have a way to secure the range creep naturally. Like there's no, let's say like a Rubik Fade Bolt or something. You know what I mean? Like an easy gotcha. Secure. So then the DM is pretty happy just denying every single time, right? And he's also not feeling brave enough to walk in on them. So it's very normal, very, I'm just going to try to deny every range creep. But in a different lane, like if there was a range secure, then you can bait out the range, like the range secure hero, like the Rubik or whatever. And then you attack him when you're baiting the deny.
I understand now. I understand it completely. Hopefully this gets me a Battle Cup win tonight.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'll take some credit then if you win.
Yeah, I'll ferry you over some Dota Plus shards.
Nice. I could use them.
Looks like, as you said, the CS definitely looking more solid from Got the Juice now. It seems like they are just looking to push out waves, get as much as they can. And then this bot side, PMA, you know, the ABBA, what's he got queued up there on the Abaddon? So I am interested to see if he does go for a different early build.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a build where you go like full, stole the kill by no one onto Niku. Oh, actually,
well,
the stereo seemed like, yeah.
Is
that a TP?
9 class solo was no one. Yes.
Because I was going to say, mid lane was looking pretty rough right now. Like 11 CS for Invoker against a 21 on Monkey. That, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Yeah.
No.
But this kill is going to change everything, right? It's gonna, probably going to balance it out completely.
Yeah, and he does have the 1-1-2 now, so I think this lane should also get even harder for Niku at the moment because there should always be like the tornado possibility. Sure, it'll take a lot of mana for no one, but it does mean that there's no heal coming from Niku, and that matters more.
Yeah, and then you gotta think about also every time you're diving towers, you're gonna be playing against these Forge Spirits and stuff, right? Like a lot of minus armor, so definitely not straightforward for the Monkey to like go for a tower dive or something like that.
Yeah. So far, they're CSing really well on Navi. You know, like Satanic is getting a good one. He's got a Jakiro, so it should always be good for him. But yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, this Navi team, they've always been really good at early game and laning. Like you can tell that they enjoy playing with each other, and they're like very on their toes in terms of early games. But they can be their weakness sometimes is that they lack experience compared to some other teams. You know, they got a lot of youngsters, like we mentioned.
Yeah.
But they have what it takes to snowball games, but it just sometimes when the games get stale into the mid to late game, that's where they have their weakness, in my opinion. But early games, like they can go to toe-to-toe with anybody, like even your Tundras or PARIVISION in this case.
Yeah. You almost want to see like another like slash in the last hit denies and give me like a like range creeps and flag bearers, you know?
Yeah.
Because somebody who has 24 CS that's all straight up range creeps, but then like 15 CS where a high percentage of them are flag bearers or range creeps, it's technically more.
Yeah, and exactly. Like, and you would also want to see like a stat like gold from creeps or something. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like, I mean, not in this game, doesn't really matter, but sometimes there's a lot of small camps, you know, with the kobolds. They give like nothing. There's Enigma. There's,
oh my God, they're the worst.
Nature's Prophet, you know, they don't play with treants anymore, but Broodmother, you get the point.
Oh, yeah.
Nage lose.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they are ready. Okay, cool. I was actually a little bit scared. You know, you always, because hasn't a patch happened like very frequently during DreamLeague? Like,
it's true.
Wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
It would be a pretty good Christmas gift, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially for the teams that it looks like four wins is the magic number now. I saw you paste the OG got their 4 wins, so that seems to be the goal. So some of the teams looking for that might get a little bit scared.
Yeah, you need top 8 to be secured, right? So 4 wins should be pretty close, if at the least.
Oh yeah. And now looks like Satanic still queuing up that Battle Fury. That'll be good for him if he can get that early enough. It's not quite an active item, but Troll Warlord, you know, I think this...
Don't think they can go for this. Yeah.
There's so much tick damage though.
It's a straight up Midas rush from no one, by the way. It's the more greedy approach compared to what BCM is doing with the Dominator. but it might work out for him here. It does make him way slower though in terms of early potential.
Do you subscribe to this monkey build? We got 202. Oh my goodness, that is a dead Snapfire. Yeah, he just stops. He knows. Like there's no surviving that one. But yeah, no, he's 202 on the Monkey King. Do you want to see him go more into like his jump, or do you still want to see him maybe put points in the passive?
I like the passive. I think you need at least 2 in it, like to be useful. Like as soon as you start attacking heroes.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah,
after this,
like
I'm not
2
sure.
Points. 2 points is like necessary.
2 points is good, but at some point you're gonna need more to man fights. Does it have to be now? I don't think so. No.
I think I'd rather just see him go in for the Primal Spring, like really allow him to farm up for this. But I think Mage Slayer, which should do really well for his aggressiveness in the early game. Maybe a Diffusal. Yeah, okay, I'm down for the Diffusal as well. Yeah, I could see either one of them.
The Diffusal is nice just because it gives you like a slow, right? Like that's super big upside of it.
This is a really weird place
for the wisdom now. He needs to think about stuns.
I don't.
Nico, by the way. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're at least here.
He's in trouble.
But yeah, this is gonna be a kill, surely.
Yeah. You don't get out of this. Or Cookie? Nope. Too late. Yeah.
There you go. I'm actually surprised he didn't go for the Deafening Blast afterwards as well on no one, but I think he's conserving some of his mana.
Yeah. That seemed a bit odd, right? I was sure they were gonna get a kill on Scour after with a glimpse or something, but
yeah, it was a really good silence, making sure that he couldn't get the stun in to keep him there. So
yeah,
I think it's also like, yeah, we're level 4 on the Disruptor, and he went 2-2-0, which is, I mean, if there's a point in kinetic field, then that's a kill.
Yeah. Really nice ward here, by the way, from the Callis on top of the gate. So you look at Satanic on the minimap right now, he's so far away right now from this move. And this is kind of like it's kind of a big move from the Gyro and the Disruptor. Completely sacrificing the top lane, minute 8 right now.
And securing the kill on the Snapfire here. Zayach will go down to Callis, picking up the kill with all that tick damage. They're going to trade away a mid tower for a Snapfire, or sorry, a bottom tower for a Snapfire. I don't think they can take mid.
No, not yet, but there will be a lot of pressure there coming out from PARIVISION, right? Like, I don't think this Monkey enjoys walking into the Invoker anymore, which we saw earlier in the earlier engagements. So, I mean, even though they get this tower on NAVI, like, their momentum is not looking amazing right now. I think they need the Monkey to be active, but he's falling behind.
Yeah,
with those 2 deaths, like, he's gonna need a Diffusal for sure. And then he's fighting against all these counters. Like we said, we were skeptical about the Monkey pick, but...
And we were right.
Yeah.
Tell it to him. Say it, Hanskin.
I mean, for now, yeah. He has potential still. Like, it's not like a absurdly bad Monkey game or anything. It's just not good. Like, I don't think it gives them what they needed. So that's why I feel like he has to, you know, give us an edge in terms of net worth or tempo.
I think I've said this a lot now this DreamLeague, but I would have liked to see how this lane went had he not, you know, or at least tempered before the TP came in for the Skywrath Mage. Maybe that makes it a little bit easier for him. And then also what happens if he didn't make that large move on the Skywrath Mage. And they're trying to go on DM. There's a lot of points in the Rocket Barrage here, and DM still sprinting though. The Blood Grenade necessary. The Cookie definitely should help out here. It's a beautiful stun again, but the call down. Is it going to connect? It will. Got the juice, just barely getting this kill. 4v1, and man, DM almost got out of that one.
Yeah, that took a lot as well. 4 heroes, and look at your mid tower right now. It's taking so much damage. Power of Jakiro Invoker, man. Freaking Jakiro. Can't just simply can't leave this mid lane.
It's exactly where he wants to be, you know, support, taking midways, actually applying tower pressure. 4 heroes showing on the map so you know you're safe. I mean, it's everything you want.
Yeah. And by the way, it will be the Radiance build for PMA on this Abaddon right now, which I'm not sure how I feel about it. I guess, like, I just don't have a better build, even if you're offlane, right? Like, what do you do on Abaddon core if you're not going Radiance?
Yeah. I mean, the only other build is technically like
Orchid Blink or something.
Manta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the build that you can make on any hero that exists. But
yeah,
I do think that if they are allowed to get this Radiance, then it does put a little bit of weird pressure on these 2 physical side lane cores in the Slardar and the Troll Warlord.
So in this sense, like, got the juice on the Gyro is like playing pos, or like the Monkey and the Gyro are +2 and 3, and the Abaddon is +1, which I think is fair. Like, you can play like this if you want. But
yeah,
it's not going to be
there just has to be a
game.
transition eventually, right?
Yeah.
once the Irradiance comes out, you better be on the map and showing, buddy. Because got the juice, he's gonna have to get his goal too.
Yeah, I mean the upside is like it adds so much scaling right to the lineup, which is nice. But it they're gonna need it, but it does put Monkey in a tricky spot. Still, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I guess the upside is that Abaddon is not gonna fall off, which he definitely could have. If he doesn't go for the if he goes for another build, it's easy to fall off, and the Monkey might fall off at this pace. So they're kind of ensuring their late game in a sense, and I think the worst thing you can do, like if you feel like you have to do stuff, is like stress yourself up even more. So I can respect kind of the decision to like, okay, we're you know, regardless if it's copium or not, like we're gonna be like, okay guys, let's chill, you know, we got late game here, you know, whatever.
Oh, it's not copium, come on. I think part of being better late game is knowing that you want to go to the late game, believe it or not, like knowing that you want to like build items that are later for that option. Yeah,
I mean, just the mindset thing being cool, like I'm actually happy going to the late game, whereas like that might not have been the initial plan, but just changing your plan and your mindset to this can definitely help in a lot of games. Like trying to bash your head against the wall can definitely be like, or is most often the suboptimal decision in the end. So I like that they're taking it chill, you know, playing for the different Monkey, playing for the Radiance Abba, like not trying to speed up the game unnecessarily and like forcing it too hard.
And you have better natural farming, right? Like technically from both the Abba and the Gyrocopter, like you're going to be farming more than Troll Warlord, who still has yet to finish the Battle Fury, and then you know your Slardar, which already lower net worth, actually went for a blink option first. He's got to get some kills. Yeah,
they got Atos on this Evoker as well right now, so they're definitely ready to play.
Oh, nice job dodging out the Mystic Flare. Got the juice getting killed, and now he's going to get jumped on. There's the Blink Dagger. There's the Meteor. You're not going to get out of this one. No one with the kill. This is Exort Faceted Invoker, by the way, so plenty of damage on that meatball.
In some ways, it turns out into a bait. Like, it looked kind of silly for an I-Class, right, to go for the solo kill, but in the end, like, that kind of made Navi stick around and be like, hey, what is this Gyro doing? While the rest of his team is smoking and getting this kill on the Gyro, which is the best kill they could have gotten, really.
Absolutely, right? Since he's technically, like, second priority right now, compared to the Abaddon, making sure that he doesn't have, like, a free time farming in a map that should be pressured toward him is definitely good.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna slow down his Aghanims quite a bit. I mean, Abaddon is chilling, but like his radius timing, he's doing pretty good, close to the relic, but it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another 3 or 4 minutes before he's ready to join. So.
Let's see. Close to the relic, but far from the map still. Yep. And 9 class gonna get a nice silence off of the Static Storm. Yeah, gonna keep him in there for a second. The Diffusal Blade put in work, and he's got to get away from this meatball for a second, but DM's gonna try to keep him in on it. Cookie away. It's nice, but the dual breath, it still connects, and now DM, yeah, gonna chase in on it. They do have the kisses coming, and because there aren't many points in that Wex, that's not a tornado that goes very far. Doesn't actually cancel the kisses, and now teleporting out there is the Jakiro and Riddies. Yeah, he didn't have any spells to stop that anyways.
Yeah, it's an accessible trade for Navi. Not what you would have liked, of course, with your Differ reveal, but they still get a Slardar kill and a bonus Skywrath. Losing your Monkey, of course. Yeah, so overall, pretty neutral trade. I think PARIVISION is pretty happy with the state of the game, though, right? Like, Satanic has been fairly or completely uncontested right now, and when there's not much action going on in the top lane, like, he's just gonna feel way more safe, right? All the cooldowns where your Snap, Fire ult was used, Disruptor ult was used, like, that means he's safe for another minute or two at least on Satanic here.
And it's really hard, actually. I feel like GM is probably the only one that could be in a weirder spot, right? Since he's got to try to get gold off of these kills.
Little attempt here, by the way. Not gonna work.
Nice play done from Niku.
They don't have Disruptor, so they can't really go for this. Yeah. But now Smoke.
They can't go for this.
Lots of juice.
Sunstrike connecting.
Only the two of them.
He's gonna toss out the call down. This is more how many creeps and hero damage can I do before I'm out of here. And it looks like it was a few good creeps, but this kill for Dakalis, that's what they really want. Niku hopefully able to get something back out of this one. Sister Shroud, delete from the game, please. But Niku still deletes the Jakiro for the game for 30 seconds.
Yeah, power of Invoker there, by the way. Like, just being able to make this 2-man move. You would have never been able to do that if you didn't have an Invoker or Nature's Prophet or whatever. And yeah, this leaves.
Man, I do not think they're respecting the map control that PARIVISION has right now. Showing on a wave by yourself, and the Blink Dagger from DM is really starting to pay off.
Yeah, for sure. And there's just so much kill threat, right? Like the Slaughter Dagger with the Sunstrike anywhere is gonna be so scary. And there's no save on Navi except for your Abaddon, right? In a way, like it's not a hard to save, but the shield. But you're never gonna see your Abaddon show up before his Radiance. So this is like
he's gonna die,
and his dies right before the Radiance. This is rough. Yeah.
This is the like you see somebody die on the bot wave, and I think there's a little bit of old Dota in you that goes, oh cool, I'm safe because they're on the other side of the map. But all DM had to do is connect to his other kill hero, the Invoker, and man, this is such a good game right now. This is the kind of move that I want to see. You gotta get this guy off the map, off the waves, because this is exactly what you are dying to. Able to get the kill there on Niku. Good job with the defuse.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, in a way, DM is kind of doing what Niku wants to do, right? Like scooting around the map with his sprint. Then Niku would have loved to be the one doing that, keeping the momentum alive. But unfortunately, this Monkey King pick has not been able to achieve that whatsoever. DM is pretty underfarmed right now, but you got no one, and Satanic on his Invoker and the Troll. They are enjoying life super hard based on the pressure that it's making for them.
Yeah, I think that's part of the pressure. It's not on the Troll Warlord. Dota2 is the one that's taking a lot of these ganks. They're going to try to go after the Invoker here, especially using the Snapfire kisses, but you've just burned through the shield rune. You still have barely touched his actual HP, and now here comes Niku on the high ground. He's going to slap down on 9 class, getting themselves a kill. So it's a good return. Still, you're not pressuring this Troll. You're not pressuring this Invoker. You need something else. There's got to be a really big smoke coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is you need PMA to enter the game somehow, right? Like, he has really only been farming playing +1 Dota right now, which, not that I'm against it, but you need to find a way to be useful, right? This move right here is way too random. They do get a kill on 9 class there at the end, but, you know, you would feel like they should connect and make a 5-man move, and they can for sure bring this Invoker down, right? There's no saves for PARIVISION. I think at this point you should be looking to group up if you're Navi, but hasn't been the case.
I'm a little surprised at Riddy's actually. I feel like the Static Storm's got to be burning a hole in this pocket. Like, I just want to use it, you know?
Yeah, right.
There's only so long until this BKB comes out for the Troll Warlord, and then your Static Storm becomes very useless. And now even more useless, it's going to be a Snapfire, cookies herself into a meatball, and at the same time, Satanic, he's picking up an Aegis, so it's only gotten worse now for Navi, despite the net worth lead not being too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to play the map right now, isn't it? Like, I feel like you do need this Abaddon to be a frontliner in some ways, so you can, like he needs to get some areas for your team, right? Get some information. You put him in the mid lane at least, and it's just way too hard to show, right? You got this Slardar, you got this Atos from Invoker. Anyone dies to Sunstrike anywhere, almost, right? Like, the supports can't show, Niku can't show on the Monkey. Dota2 wants to farm, so it's like you're in a tough spot where you're not really controlling any area, and you can't really bait each other either because you don't have a save, so it's just a really tricky spot, and, you know.
Oh, Lord! That's going to be the Cataclysm out here. They are able to find Niku, but he jumps away. Kata for Riddies?
I mean, I don't think you need to worry about holding it, right? Like, just throw it and get a kill, and then... Because, like, do you see Navi trying to utilize this downtime on PARIVISION? I don't think you are, like...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're saying, like, we're talking like it's looking super bad for Navi. It is only a 2-3k goal lead for PARIVISION, but it just, yeah, it's just hard to see how it's going to come together. Right? Yeah, exactly. Like this Troll, when he gets the BKB at some point, like, what do they do to actually deal with him? Because I feel like he destroys anybody that comes close to him.
I really like the early pressure against him. I thought the Snapper and the Disruptor were going to be able to make some good moves on him. I thought the Monkey King was going to be able to find him, but these things haven't happened. I'm starting to feel a little bit like their team comp and wanting to go late has been more like, instead of we're comfortable going late, it's like we're going to go late. You know, we're not going to do anything too early, which I think is a disaster because, man, your supports, they're going to feel really useless really quick.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to go late, but you have to go late. Like you said, it's
yeah.
It's always worrisome going late though when you don't have like a clear initiator, you don't have the superior core matchup either, so it's like, yeah, what is the key? Like, what is the critical mass you're looking to find? I'm not sure. Satanic has a BKB here, by the way, and Aegis, so.
And they're just
trying
to fight him out.
You don't want to go on PMA here if you're PARIVISION, so that's the nice thing. Like, when you're playing in this formation for Navi, you can actually...
Whoa. Oh, okay.
There is potential if you find the cycle. Because you see, PARIVISION, they respect them there, even with that BKB on Troll and Aegis. They understand, like, we're not gonna go throw our spells on this Abaddon, right? Like, we want Niku, we want Dota2, so this is what you kind of want to do if you're Navi Junior, but obviously PARIVISION, they're going to be wiser than this. Oh, that's very brave from PMA. I feel like there could be a punish coming out here.
I think so.
It is 2 versus 3 right now, though.
Finally coming out here. Oh, no. I mean, he's in stun strike range, actually. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a good try.
Would have died if that hit, actually, yeah.
And now it's Satanic, yeah, without the rest of the team around. This is a DD, so I just don't think you're able to burst this guy. Good cookie. Gonna have to shield him, though.
Oh, unfortunate, but just before the ice path. They did get the Aegis, though, courtesy of the DD on Niku. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to stop your push here if you're PARIVISION, but it is something.
You need to fortify and then... Yeah, thanks to the liquid fire, though, this fortified doesn't do much. And also, you did it before there was actually a bunch of creeps on the tower, so...
I mean, they are getting their BKBs on Navi Junior. 9-second BKB for Dota2, BKB being sent out for Niku as well, so that it helps a lot. Like, if you're not getting rooted, if you're not getting bashed by Slaughter, there is potential for you to kite around these fights, and you know. What you need though, the key is like you get proper initiates.
In terms of like, yeah, and I think that's part of where actually I think Navi eventually will do really well with that, because even though their BKB's out now from parry, once there is an Axum Disruptor, one glimpse can force a BKB, and that's it.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, you don't have a way to defend yourself against a glimpse actually.
Yeah, so you kind of eventually there'll still be a good job to like force BKBs out, but yeah, it's so long, right? I mean, boy, this Disruptor, give him 1,000 more gold and no other items, and he's almost able to buy up the lags.
Right. I wonder even like we might see a basher at some point, right, for PMA on this Abaddon, like so you can actually initiate it, like a blink, a pistol even, and that's the way to set up Static Storm. I think it's a bit too tricky doing it with Boundless. Obviously, it works, but it's not reliable.
No.
With a Boundless.
And since this is like a few heroes that counter you, it's kind of the same thing like a Troll Warlord actually, or maybe a Juggernaut, right? When there are counters in the game versus you, just blink, use your ulti immediately, you know? Like that's blink in the terms of the Monkey Game, blink, Abyssal Blade, ulti, and just hope that that's going to be enough to try to burst people down.
Yeah. This is the real Satanic baiting with Manta here. Oh.
Yeah, and there it is.
That's a BKB, but I don't think it's...
You got to get him out of here. Cookie, it's not in time. This is his ulti. This is his BKB. He's about to be locked down, but he's not going to stay in the Wukong's command. It's just a little bit too far. Teleporting out. That's a bit ambitious. Got the juice. Will trade for Satanic and... Worth?
Yeah, I mean, that was very ambitious. I was going to say, the only way this kill works, by the way, is that he baited with the Manta, right? So the Gata Juice doesn't actually have the backup from the Snapfire. Slayas has to TP in here, so it's a bit too late here to save the Gata Juice, but I feel like this is a trade you're willing to take if you're Navi, right? It's going to give so much experience to all your supports.
Yeah, I mean, that was... I think the only regret is that there wasn't a gyrocopter there, and speaking of no gyro, still not available in this fight. They're going to try to take down DM. He's going to kill Riddies first. The jump through from Niku. He finds the Jakiro on the backside, able to get the stun, dancing around on the other side towards no one, but the shield is going to keep him alive for now. The stun in once again. The Mystic Flare being shared between the two of them. PMA is going to take with his ulti instead, and that's going to be another kill. DM going down on the reinitiate, and that's all of a sudden Navi getting themselves a real advantage in this game one.
Yeah, my boys finding, you know, obviously getting that first kill on Satanic and then being able to change kills together. It seemed like PARIVISION, I don't know, they're actually significantly weaker without their troll, right? It's quite easy for Navi to utilize his aphotic shield against the Slaughter and the Invoker to just being able to kite for each other.
He is just hopping around on this Monkey King.
Yeah. I mean, DM goes back in, but yeah, they just don't have the damage. You know, PMA constantly shielding Niku, and this is kind of what we were looking for to see from them, right? Like, you want the shield to be cast on Monkey or the Gyro 24/7. And Abaddon plays for himself with his Manta and his ulti, right? And I think that's how you make this Monkey look good in this game. Like, it's not your typical... Like, because Monkey doesn't love playing into these cores at all, but if you offset all these debuffs, then that can tip the scale over.
Yeah, I'm getting really excited for this late game. We keep talking about it, and you know, I just want to see a good game. But man, if we do get really late, I think there's so much raw damage output from Parry that the Aghanim Scepter on Abaddon might actually be really clutch depending on what happens, since so much of the Navi lineup is going to be centered around can we survive the burst, right? A monkey with Xingu stacks, a satanic gyrocopter. We just need to survive that first onslaught, and then after that, it seems like the fight might be pretty good for him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the kiting potential from Navi is definitely going to be good. Like, where you got your monkey shard, you got your Abba ult, you got satanic from gyro. I'm not sure if Abba will go for the axe though. That will probably come from Roshan eventually, considering the style he's playing.
That's why I need it to be a late game. I need him to be so slotted that he's like, look, I gotta get a moon shard or an Aghanim Scepter. Fine.
And we need a disruptor Aghanims as well. I mean, we'll turn what the fuck mode on.
That one is really. I hope we see disruptor Axe before we see Abba Axe, because he is queuing it up now. He's just going right in for the mana boots. Honestly, this is one of those points where, especially as a disruptor, you really wish you had actually gotten the Tormentor first, giving yourself a shot at that Ag shard, because that does offer a little bit more damage for you to farm up on these creep waves.
It does help you kill waves for sure, like really safely as well. So it would have been nice. But I mean, there's still going to be another one in a couple of minutes here, so there is a chance for Navi Junior. The game is very even right now. I think a lot is going to be decided on the next Roshan. So that's definitely going to give them momentum. PARIVISION, they're ready to fight right now. They want to make a proper 5v5. They don't want to see Satanic going under tier 2 by himself, so we can just smoke up here.
It's an interesting one. I feel like if you're Navi, you could also position yourself either around this Roche Pit or around the Wisdom Rune. Yeah. But you know that Roshan, it's on the menu.
It is nighttime, so right now when the smoke breaks, they don't see Niku actually. They will spot Syat. Kind of a waste.
Oh, they're gonna use the Cataclysm for vision, and
this is the problem with smoking on nighttime. If you don't have a hero that can like give vision, like with the Shiva or whatever it may be, and when the smoke breaks, like the smoke actually broke on Nico, there's actually complete just random that takes there in the end, right?
Yeah.
It is so hard to execute this nighttime smoke.
I think the jump kind of had to come from the starter, right? Because he has the bonus night vision.
True.
And there's 2 bonus night visions on the other team. You got it both from Gyro and Abba.
A bit too eager there.
Dude, I think you got to start. A really good positioning from 9 class. He's the silencer that could stop the Wukongs. And there it is. They get the Aegis kill, actually, so that's something, but you need to continue this fight. It's already BKB from Got the Juice. Are you not scared? Once this BKB goes down, are you going to be able to survive all this? I'm not sure. Rocket's going to connect. Niku's still on the chase here. They don't see him any longer, but PMA does see Satanic. Maybe they want to just try to force them back. We may not be able to kill Satanic twice, but we can force the rest of your team around. They're still going to try for him twice, though. Wukong's command is out here. They're going to get the BKB pop by Satanic, and a Static Storm on the other side. Riddies, he'll go down afterwards. Got the Juice in danger for Satanic. He's able to pop the BKB, and he has his ulti. You got to get him out of this one, but DM, he's going to keep him in on this one. Now they finally turn back onto the Abaddon, and he's going to try to get a blink forward, wanting to find DM here in the trees, kiting with the Radiance. A one hit. It doesn't hit, and he's faster than PMA. Now he's actually out of here on DM. Nobody dies on parry after they get the initial bout.
Yeah, they do lose stages though, but as you can see, like as soon as Troll gets on top of your Gyro or whoever it may be, he just completely gonna destroy them. It's a bit unfortunate here, like 9 class is tanking the smoke right with his Invis Rune. Niku actually had a dust, he had to use it. If he still had a dust here, there was a chance he would have been able to go on no one here with his only missile, right?
But how worth do you think this is for them? Like, eventually you get the Aegis. You did get a kill on the Skywrath Mage, but you lost so much in return. Is it really worth to take away the Aegis like that?
It's kind of okay because it stops PARIVISION from potentially like going in and pushing your base in, you know, for free, getting you last tier 2. So it costs you short-term gold, but it helps you with the map control in general. So like it's not horrendous. Obviously, you would have rather traded someone else than the Gyro, of course. But as you can see, the net worth hasn't really changed, and I think a part of that is also the fact that Syat was able to get a Roche kill with his snap ulti, right?
Yes, yeah. So I don't know. I think that's actually kind of back and forth now because you get the gold, but also it means that if Parry do go after Roshan the second time, it will not roar.
Yep. By the way, that's second Tormentor for PARIVISION. So now you got your shard on. 3 out of 5 heroes, which is great, of course. Disperse are finished by now.
Satanic's Shard and an Invoker Shard, they're actually not too bad, so the next Tormentor will actually be pretty valuable.
Yeah.
They are roaming up a high ground. I think they're going to find readies, right? Oh, wait. Oh, they might find the gyrocopter. Side gunner hits and immediately down. Oh, that's so hard to read. He did get the satanic off, but not able to get the BKB.
It just doesn't matter. Like you, even if you get a butterfly, what do you do? Like satanic already has an MKB. You almost need a hurricane pike or something, but I don't know. It's so hard getting rooted by troll like that. This is why the hero is looking good right now. Like in the last month or so, like it just strong laner. It completely shuts down anybody. Like there's no hero that fights back at troll. Like if he gets on top of you. So at some point he'll get a swift blink as well, right? He'll just be able to stick on top of anybody, and the Photic Shield from Abaddon is not going to help you against that.
You almost, and this is, I know, a really weird shot, but it used to be sometimes if there was an early NKB on the enemy carry, you would just go AC if you were a butterfly builder, because it gave you this raw armor and attack speed still, but you didn't really care about the evasion component. I just don't know if Gyrocopter is that kind of hero.
Like that. He just needs damage way more than he needs.
Right, yeah. They did use an ulti already now on the Jakiro. I wonder if this is enough to defend this high ground, because again, there is no Aegis. Yeah,
Satanic actually TP'd it out, so they're gonna do this thing where they try to control enemy outpost, probably, and Satanic... Okay, Satanic's moving over. I wonder what the map idea is gonna be here for PARIVISION. I guess they're just respecting Navi and that's it. Just wanna keep on playing a slow game. They're waiting for the nullifier on DM, so that could be definitely useful. Like, that would help against any potential force staff coming out from Zayat.
This is gonna, this nullifier is gonna hit.
Yeah.
And talk about a little bit of the scaling of NAVI and how their supports do really well, but Pari also have their own scaling that's gonna be incredible to overcome. We are gonna go more damage though on Niku, and oh no, he's got to bounce away. I don't know if does Datus actually change the game much? I feel like I was down with you. Like, this Basher Abyssal is going to be really important for him, I feel. They've had some significant lockdown issues. I don't think that Daedalus is really what you're looking for.
I mean, the gyro just kind of gonna itemize normal. I think the blink can help you, for sure, hiding the troll.
Yeah.
The Abaddon is going for Orchid over the Basher, which obviously that's going to be amazing against the supports. Like, you can easily solo kill this guy or Jakiro real quick. Yeah. So that will help, but yeah, their control issue will still be a factor, like really until they get Aghanims, a Disruptor or something, or a Basher. But like, they don't have a natural Hex builder either, right? So it's not easy to figure out how you're gonna have control.
Yeah. Yeah, that would almost have to be on the Abba, actually. Like, instead of going for this Orchid, you go for the Hex instead. Or maybe you do go like Hex Orchid as some really weird late game build from PMA. I think more often than not, actually. Yeah, a ton of gold. And also, we typically see the Basher and Abyssal Blade from him because, again, you do want to scale on the right clicks as well. Plus, there's a huge talent eventually that you can get here. That plus 65 Curse of Awareness attack speed bonus. Feels criminal to not have a Basher with a talent like that.
Yep. No, it's good. I mean, the damage aspect is not really the problem for Navi. Okay, here we go.
I don't think they know. I don't think they know that that's real. Yeah, Jakiro is definitely a good first start. Manta dodge on the rocket is going to be good for them here.
No one gets glimpsed out.
Invoker gets sent away.
PARIVISION has to get out of this. I don't think they can catch up anymore though without the glimpse.
I don't think they wanted to stay in it, right? I mean, I feel like actually glimpsing the Invoker away, he didn't want to be there anyways.
Yeah, kind of. That was a pretty good way to start the fight, all right? Isolating the Jakiro. Obviously,
yes.
It's a lot easier said than done, but that's kind of how you want to play these fights. Like, you do not want to engage this troll with anybody really, like except for maybe the Abaddon. But anyone else is just going to be cooked completely. But you need to find ways to like delay these PKBs from PARIVISION, kill the support, and keep guiding. And I think that the best way to do it is with your Monkey and Abaddon. Look for them and try to stay alive with your supports and Gata Juice. And yeah, try and work your way around like this. It's a way harder way, like, to team fight in general. It's harder to execute, but I think it's kind of necessary. You can't just go head on.
They're definitely itemizing to survive on those supports too, because like, you go for the Blink Dagger instead of going for the straight up Aghanim Scepter on Riddies. You also have the Snapfire Force Staff, the Solar Crest, even now the Essence Ring, And there it is. Disperser coming out from the gyrocopter next. I love this item on gyro. I think it should be a great item. I do think that the Hurricane Pike, though, a little bit better versus the Troll Warlord. See if they're going to be able to burst him down here. He's able to get the BKB off. And there it is. The Cataclysm also providing a lot of vision here. Abba taking a lot of the Satanix hits with his ulti here. He's fine for now, but it does mean he doesn't have that second life to work with in the re-engage. Invoker, he's going to find Riddies on the back. He'll get there. And now PMA jumping forward. It's going to be a BKB from the Invoker as well. So much that PMA is trying to do in this one, but it feels like he's the only one that mobile right now, especially with the Disruptor gone for that lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, this execution is fine here for Navi, right? They're actually starting to fight 5 versus 2 or 5 versus 3 here, like 2 heroes missing for PARIVISION, and it's not like they missed any spells. It's not like the lax formation. It's just so hard to execute, right? Like, how do you actually kill this troll, even if he's isolated? Yeah. Like, you start with a monkey stun, and then what, right? Like, he's always going to get a BKB and ulti off. And what you did is kind of the best thing you can do. You frontline the Abaddon and make sure that, like, he tanks. You trade your Abba ulti for the troll ulti, but then what? Like, just not ideal. I mean, no, it's good to get the BKB down.
I will put so much of this game on the Abyssal Blade because, like, you said, like, he jumped in with Monkey, and then what? You know, like, what value did we get out of Daedalus in that fight?
It's true, but if you get an Abyssal, you're also gonna need that Aghanims on Disruptor. I think, like, that's the only way you're gonna have a, potential to 100ing to 0 people.
Yeah. It'll be really
Throw fight is going to be very important. This is a place where you can potentially find the backline if you're a Navi. And now,
you can see everybody just beeline in. Oh no, and it roars for you. Oh, Sunstrike is going to connect on them as well. You might have to pre-drop the Static Storm, to be honest, because this is going to be a dangerous fight. Sure. You got a BKB as well. Even if you get this Roshan, your BKBs will be down. They do jump in, got the juice. He's able to snatch the Aegis himself, and that is Satanic getting the kill on it. But now, without your BKBs, without your friends around, you're able to actually take this fight. Gyro in the pit. He's going to go down again. It was the second time he's already died. A cheese picked up by Troll Warlord. And now, maybe after the stocks is gone, no, he's still going to pop on that one. Pretty creative use of the cheese there, but he still falls. Now PMA getting ran down. DM with the triple kill. And Niku, he can't even get the stun off. He's just going to fall again. An ultra kill for DM. Don't fight the Slardar in the river, man. That's what happens.
Yeah. I mean, you can sense the desperation in a way, right? The Roshan roars. They get tornadoed, but they still commit, like... They understand that there is some risks that need to be taken in order to win the game, but yeah, it's just way too hard to fight like this, right? The support and the Invoker for PARIVISION, they're completely free in this fight. They're able to maneuver exactly how they want. Satanic doesn't have the best fight, like he's stuck in shit for most of it, but look at Ducalis, no one in 9 class. They're completely free to play this fight. Nobody has any idea what they're doing on Navi, so it's not possible to win fights like this, even if you're playing 6v5 technically with Radius, right?
I almost want to see that again, because I'm really surprised that there wasn't a Wukong's drop down immediately, right? Like, there was 2 BKB pops by 2 heroes in the pit before there was a Wukong's drop. So, yeah, very surprised.
You kind of needed PMA to stop Tigers there, actually, like, not, zone them off and try to finish the Roshan.
Yeah.
But he's also, he's adding a lot of damage on the Roshan attack. So, yeah. Now the push is
even though the Troll Warlord is dead,
it's still going to be 2 racks.
Yep. Forge Spirits, they do a lot of minus armor.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, man, they are going to eliminate this Disruptor. Had the ulti, won't be able to use it, man. DM is a monster.
Yeah, he's really strong now with his Nullifier, especially. He's got the Aghanims too, and almost 25.
Yeah, level 25s are going to be really important. Everybody around here. I mean, I don't think even the Undispellable Corrosive Haze is, like, that bad here. I know the Slithering Crush cooldown also pretty good for how often he's, like, initiating and dropping the stuns, but with all the Aphotic shields that are being cast, I wonder if that is going to be a consideration for him.
I would probably go for the Haze, yeah. I just think it's so good with Forge Spirits on your Troll.
Yeah.
Not that you need damage.
Plus he already has his herd, right?
Yeah. It's just nice having vision on everybody minus armor. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. And the gyrocopter again, like the reason I don't love this disperser as much as the Hurricane Pike is that I feel like you want to use it once you get rooted, right? Once you get rooted, you need to get out of that one. And honestly, Hurricane Pike will do that. I don't think that the disperser is necessarily going to give you that unless he somehow doesn't root immediately after you dispel it, which at this point of the game is hard.
It is hard. It is something though, which.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is there at least, but I think you have a lot more problems than just this troll right now. If you're Navi. Like, how do you actually start a fight?
True.
That's still the issue they need to figure out, and we haven't seen a solution just yet.
Oh, there it is. He's trying to get the force staff away. It looks like Zash will have him for a second there. Barriers are good, but still going to be a kill there. And now they are on top of PMA. His ulti comes out just in time. Does mean there's going to be another 75 seconds without the borrowed time there from the Abaddon.
Yeah, losing stats, but in the end it was a pretty nice save for Gut, or on the gyro got the juice, being able to get out with the cookie and the BKB, so not having to spend a buyback here potentially if that was the gyro kill, which is super nice for Navi, but it doesn't change the fact that their map is completely screwed.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
No buybacks for a lot of... Actually, you know, I'm surprised at how many buybacks Radiant or Dire still has, despite them not having it on all three of their cores. The buyout there on the defusal there from Gyrocopter.
Yeah, finished the disperser. They also got a Daedalus on the Monkey King, so they're building for items, which I can respect. I don't think the buybacks are going to be that big. Like, you need all the strength you can get when you're 30k behind, essentially.
Ooh. You know what? I think we've talked about this a little bit. 9 class, now that he has the con to complete, I don't know how long he's had it completed for, but it means that whenever he ancient steals the Abaddon, he is a death threat. Like, he's going to be broken and he's going to be silenced. It means there's no way that his ulti will prop unless...
Actually, I did not think about that. That's actually very smart. They have the disperser to deal with that, right? But...
yes, and it has to be basically in the duration of a stun, right? Otherwise, he will be able to pop his Manta and the disperser, as you said, which is a really nice... I mean, you know what? Maybe that's why, actually. Maybe if that's genuinely why the Gyrocopter went for this disperser, I'm back on board. But I think they've had a huge issue with their itemization, not actually attacking with the issues that they've had in these fights. Specifically, a Monkey King, who also has a disperser, just got his basher, still no Abyssal Blade. You know, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the Abyssal would change everything, just it wouldn't be night and day difference, but it would at least tell us that there is an idea we need to solve with our initiation potential.
I think it's what's telling is that fight that was in mid lane where he was able to jump on the Invoker and then the Invoker just ran away after being stunned. It's like, ain't no other tell.
It do be like that sometimes. Now PARIVISION gonna be looking to take control here with the smoke. If they find Nico here, that, couldn't get him, but I guess they should be fairly happy just waiting for Roshan right now. If you're PARIVISION right, you don't need to take a risk.
Yeah, this is definitely a position where we've seen a few teams that have gotten this close and then ended up losing just afterwards, and it does come from poor high ground attempts. And without the Aegis right now, because it was technically taken by the Gyrocopter, it feels like it could still be another, 5 minutes, 6 minutes that we're waiting for Parry to actually go high ground.
Yeah, but they're building so much gold lead. Like, just a minute ago it was 27k, now it's 30k, 31k. The lead is growing, but this gives Redis a chance to actually get his Aghanim's on the Disruptor. And that is like actually, outside of Aegis, like this is a way for you to just all in heroes. Like you cast this on Satanic, I'm sure he dies like in one Static Storm. There's no Wind Waker, there's no other save on PARIVISION.
Oh, yeah.
So this Disruptor Ags can actually be the start of a comeback.
Yep, we're getting back to the wraparound where one glimpse can be equal to BKB, and even if you don't end up getting the kill, like forcing BKBs out from these guys is going to be very important, as your Ab is able to kind of lock them down, maybe even your Monkey King.
Yeah. Wonder if somebody will actually go for a Wind Waker on PARIVISION, because there is actually one nullifier on the Abaddon, so they do have the solution for that too.
I mean, it would have to come from Jakiro, right? There's no way that 9 class is building that. He's got actually the Shadow Blade now to make sure that he can't be nullified.
9 class is not a support player, man. He's 9 class does what 9 class wants.
4th priority mid laner.
Yep.
Like they're smoking around here. This is definitely the feel of an uninformed smoke, right? Like you're smoking all the way around to where you think they might be in your triangle, but it's not even there. There's nobody farming in here.
Yeah, same story with the smoke. That nighttime smoke again. It's so hard. also. You don't see anything, even if it breaks.
It's like in the river. I mean, this could be a good jump. DM. They see him. See him on the invis as well.
They got a refresher shot, by the way, on Disruptor, so this is actually one of their best timings they had for like the last 15 minutes. Question is, can they actually find somebody that they want? I think you want more than Jakiro.
Yeah. But he has to jump away on Nuku. Doesn't want to get caught by a stray tornado. That would be a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, also nobody showed on the waves for Navi for a long time there, so it's pretty straightforward for PARIVISION to realize that something's going on.
I'm very excited for this next fight. We do have the Aghanim Scepter plus a refresher shard on Riddies, knowing that there's not going to be even a mana cost to get both of those statics thrown down. I mean, this could be a huge turnaround.
Yep. All they need is like one good fight where it starts with Static Storm, and then that's going to put the fear in PARIVISION. They're actually respecting it quite a bit right now. And Roshan is alive in the top pit.
And there's the shard from the Invoker. A lot of those formed spirits being placed all over the Sunstrikes that hit.
No smoke available for Navi right now, which is actually a big deal.
Uh-oh. No, that's huge. The Roshan is already being taken. If you let this one go to Satanic, which I think they don't have a choice for, now he's going to have an Aegis walking high ground into your only Rax that's left. It's already hard enough to kill him once. Killing him twice is going to be very difficult. It's going to have to come off of Static Storm kill, refresh, Static Storm on top of his lifeless body, and try again. And all the meanwhile, you have to hope that your team isn't dying to the other 4 members of PARIVISION.
Yeah, that has to be the idea, right? And you have to make sure that your Disruptor does not get cancelled by any means then, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's kind of going to come actually from the, I guess, the blink from the Skywrath Mage, right? Like he's going to try to blink in and get a silence on the Disruptor.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can respect this decision if, like, considering the fact that they have this refresher shard. If they didn't have it, I think this defense will be incredibly hard against Aegis, but
impossible.
Because it's also like, if they go to Roche, they might just get disrupted by no one or DM. It's like way too hard to go without a smoke into the Roche pit, I feel. So it's a tough spot to be in, regardless if you're further.
I think that's one of the consequences as well. Yeah, the consequence of the smoke that they took, that was, you know, through their wisdom into the triangle, so they didn't have any vision of where PARIVISION actually was.
They really needed that.
They could have used that smoke instead for the Roshan.
Yeah, it's a bit hindsight though. Like, they wanted to use these Aghanims where, if they got a kill, they might have taken the map back. It's like, it's very easy to be hindsight in Dota, but yeah, you would have loved to have it at this point.
But they're going to try to go over towards the Wisdom Rune, but yeah, Snapfire doesn't feel safe at all going over there.
Yeah.
It's not a good place to take a fight either. Like, even if you did set up some vision, you can see that they're all smoking over here on Pari. And even if you're trying to take a kill, like, it's much harder to buy back into this fight than it would be for one that's on your high ground.
Yeah, it's true. You're gonna need buybacks, essentially, like when you're this far behind. That's almost your 25 for 9 class on the Scarif Mage. It's obviously amazing for him.
I imagine it has to be the Mystic Flare damage, right? Since we're all about the burst.
I'm not sure, actually. I think both of them are probably decent, right? It like doubles your int multiplier on the Arcane Bolts.
Oh yeah,
because you don't have this amazing setup. Like, if you had an axe or something, or a hex for yourself, then because it can be hard hitting that ulti, right?
That's fair.
Like for full duration, at least.
I guess it's whichever one he feels he wants more, right? Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you want more sustained damage, or do you want like the raw burst? Looks like he's going for the burst now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade. It's one of the only things right now, especially with the change to BKB and Ethereal Blade, that if there is a nullifier on the enemy team and you're a support, you just want to go for that Shadow Blade, because that can't be nullified.
PARIVISION still not going for the push just yet.
Oh, they're definitely waiting. And up top, this is going to be, I mean, I think this mid-rax is going to fall way quicker. Maybe not even on screen, because all it takes is a little bit of ratting, but this top side is we're going to be really focused.
Could you send Forge Spirits over to mid while you're fighting or something, and they will die.
Yeah.
Triple forge.
Oh, click on the gyro. Click on the gyro. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm pretty. What's he got beat up?
AC.
Woo!
Curtis, or sponsored by Math Magician. Oh no.
Sponsored by me.
That's a freaking banner.
Yeah, it's far away, and it's going to take the tower first. Question is, can they get closer? They're using the Forge Spears to try to poke it down. You got to eventually deal with these. They're going to do enough damage.
Luckily, you can kill the Forge Spears in the banner, but you cannot kill these siege creeps.
B could be in. They're going to have to try to get the gyrocopter out of here, and there it is. No Disperser's going to save you from that one. Immediately killing got the juice. Now they're going to try to go back in here. Able to get the ulti off on the Disruptor, but he's not able to live. You needed 2 of those.
Yeah, he doesn't have buyback either.
I don't see how they do this again. Somehow you have to kill Satanic here. He's able to get the refresher off, but he's lost a lot of his mana. He's able to get the ulti now onto the Monkey King. He's not going to be able to change the guard. He's going to get cookied back into death. Now the Abaddon will die, and with that, Na'Vi, I don't think they have the tools in their toolkit to defend against the onslaught of PARIVISION.
Yeah,
there it is. This could be it. Huge blink, and the rest of the team will die. GG, game 1. That mid lane should be the one that is, I guess, somewhat of a question, but I don't think there's much of a question here for the PARIVISION team. They got game 1 in the bag. They had to feel pretty good coming into this one, 2-1, dominating another 2-1 team to start off the series. And now they got a draft they believe in. They got a draft I believe in. And it's very possible these guys are going to be waltzing themselves into 3-1 in some good company in the Swiss stage here of DreamLeague Season 27.
Axe likes this very much.
Axe does like this very much. I'm sure. Oh, this time a different build from Axe. Instead of going 3 ROPs, he goes for 2 ROPs and a stick. All right, it's about as different as we get right about now on these Axe builds.
30
And just go right in for the Dom.
And I'm back.
There you go. There you go. Did you tab out during the laning phase or the draft phase?
I did not, so I have no idea what's happening.
Oh no. Oh no, it's something
problems.
completely different. Uh-oh.
Okay, so banner incoming 10 seconds.
It's been a split in last one, so we'll see if they split again. I was just saying they have a different build on the Axe finally. It's a stick and 2 ROP instead of 3 ROP.
Damn. Wasn't it 4 ROPs at some point from 33? 4 ROPs
Yeah.
and 2
chainmail, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
That would actually be kind of nice into the
I think that's
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's doing the first
I think
part,
that's
by
the
the way.
first time that I've seen that all in. Oh wait, right?
Yeah, he's doing the first part.
Oh.
Just you can't run away from battle hunger, right? With the new slow. Or not new, but it's been around forever, but
They have a good ward. They see everybody here. PMA gonna walk up to the wave.
They want to get
thinking something normal is happening. But Zayach, he breaks first. If it's only him, might not be the worst. Instead of going for the charge, he's just gonna try to snowball himself away into the crush. This is space at this point. We've done enough that the other lane is solo CSing. Battle Hunger, not gonna get the kill. Ducal's gonna be forced to take it away there. That's about best case scenario you could get from Na'Vi.
Yeah, I mean, it costs a lot of time for DM, but in the end, he gets a lot of experience with his kill. So overall, like, not the biggest loss for Na'Vi, right? I think the biggest loss for them is that they have to actually skill the snowball, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, always have to look out for this if you're playing against Axe, which is, you know, this move was created by 33. He's doing it on Visage, he's doing it on Axe, and for good reason. Just really, like, even if you dodge a lot of spells there, there's just no way to get away from this battle hunger. And yeah, I actually saw OG do this the other day on mid lane. They had a Shadow Demon and an Axe.
Oh, really?
They just both smoked level 1, completely sacrificed their lane, but they got a first blood for their mid player.
This is such a good lane, man. The fact that like Puppy was able to get this lane over to Satanic is wild, considering the first game that he had already on this Troll Warlord. Now giving him maybe, again, the best lane you can possibly hope for. It's wild.
Is it even better than Punch Venom, though?
You know, there's not much that's better than that, so I think it's an unfair comparison, you know?
Okay, that's fair. But it's up there. There is a debate.
It's up there, yeah. It's pretty good.
Okay, I got you.
Plus, man, the cure on this one, being able to hide behind the tower, this is...
Yeah, look at how they're playing.
About as
they're
comfortable as you can
not
get.
letting PMA get to any creeps at all.
The only thing is Satanic did use all of his mana already. He's been tossing those axes.
That's as long as he gets to the Lotus, he'll be fine, right? With just 30 seconds, they should be able to get it. There's no way NAVI can fight him away from it.
Oh, they do a really good job. They break their fraction and got the juice. Gonna chase him down. One more right click and 9 class picks up the kill. Very well done from this PARIVISION off lane.
Yep, power of axe, man. Like, even if you have a slow start in the lane, you're always gonna be scary. Like, this battle hunger is so freaking strong, especially if the lane is not in a perfect spot, like it was slightly pushed up there. It's just enough. And obviously with the darker low as well, it's very easy to hit your bramble if they're super slow.
Axe was not around for the first wave. He was down bottom getting a kill, and he already has more CS than the TA. It's very important for them right now.
Yeah, that is not ideal for sure. Good at TA.
Nope. Oh my god. He just showed for a second on these creeps.
Yeah.
And 9 class. Is that 2 points in the Shadow Realm?
Should be, right? Yeah.
Yeah, thank Gobs and Riddies. Likely to go down here. Another kill for 9 class. That is 2 for him already.
Yeah, it's actually really nice for him because, you know, Willow is usually considered one of the weaker laners on the +4 role, but having the axe just constantly battle hungry people for you, it just changes the entire dynamic for him. So right now he's actually the boss of this lane. He's able to fight with the big camp every single time, and there's really nothing they can do to punish him, right? Like, what can he do? He's way too strong.
Yeah, you have to imagine as well with, do you think he goes for like the Yule's Blink build that we used to see on some of these Willows? It was kind of like the solo kill build.
Yeah, if I did,
don't do it.
Oh no. Oh no. He jumped through it.
Yeah, he did. I honestly thought there was going to be a Shadow Realm coming up soon.
Oh no.
No. Oh my god.
No TP as well. And you see Riddi's hands up. That's never a good sign when you see somebody's hands up in a player cam.
That's tough, man. That's really tough. And all of a sudden, man, this Willow's got more than
another move.
She's gonna take her talents into the mid lane. Yeah, a huge
on Niku, but
beat down. Yeah, he's gonna try to turn around with it, using the tag team as well. Sunstrike is gonna connect only onto the creep, and now this Tusk is the one that's in danger. Even with the tag team, it's not enough. Science will fall, and 9 class making moves happen all around the map, trying to get the kill here with the Shadow Realm, using the tree to block the vision on Niku here. Still found, thanks to the vision from the rest of the creeps here, but the cold snap actually doing a lot of work. The axe, no. Riddies, he couldn't hit the dagger. He does hit this one. Oh no, but he misses the blood grenade.
9 class is completely styling on them right now. Like, what is happening, honestly? Like, Syed shows up, he saves Niku in the end there for a little bit, but then Syed just goes for the complete maniac solo dive, and now, yeah, PMA is alone, got the juice are alone, and this does not bode well for any of your lanes. Like, you're dying mid, and you're stranded on the side lanes. Like, it's looking rough.
Oh boy. Oh no.
That was something though. Was that a Sunstrike kill for Niku on 9 class? That was like 500 gold just based on that kill.
Yeah, that's a lot. Genuinely, it's basically like 4 CS for him. Unfortunately, that barely puts him in league with the axe. And on the other sides here, we still have a lot of damage being done. Due to Collis, looks like the snowball is going to roll through. Dagger's going to connect. Zayat kind of thinks that the kill can happen. Riddies does not believe, so he's going to walk away.
No one thinking about going for the wisdom here potentially. Spawning in about 45 seconds. And
that's nil
amazing
kind of activity.
Yeah,
they're already chasing him down here. If he gets the kill, it's almost the only bad thing about getting this kill right now is that he will be able to walk back at full health, full HP to help contest this wisdom room. I just don't know if they have any claim to it still. No one at level 6 already, pushing the advantage here. And here comes Tukalis as well to offer even more damage. Oh my goodness, that is a really early point in the ice path as well. Yeah. Sometimes there's been like the 202 build on Jakiro. This time he's going for the 112, offering so much damage and lockdown, and now they're gonna get themselves a wisdom rune.
No one doesn't even feel like he has to be here, and he's right. Like, Navi have completely sacrificed this, and I mean, 4k gold, double wisdom shrine, minute 7. Sheesh, it looks pretty rough.
Under the tier 2?
No freaking way. You're gonna both all die for under a glyph. But this is part.
They're pushing this tower.
They're pushing it.
He doesn't even have his ulti on Titanic. He just got it.
They have to glyph it. It's like half a tree.
When's the last time you fortified a wave to kill it under your tier 2 tower before 10 minutes?
It doesn't happen. Literally doesn't happen.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I mean, so silver lining again. TA hitting creeps. We're very happy about that.
Yeah.
But do not get called.
He might die here. The sticks on DM. Okay, nice. They're forcing TPs and backing. That's even better almost for PARIVISION than killing him.
Yeah,
now their supports are stuck here. Like these supports, they have no XP for NAVI right now.
Could genuinely be a tier 2 tower bottom, like depending on where these TPs were.
Yeah. It's not an easy kill on DM here. He's pretty tanky.
No, but tag team is a lot. I think it's more, what does he get in return from this one? Trying to get the dunk down, won't get it. They'll end up falling in 9 class. He's the one that gets something in return as well. They'll lose 2 supports for their mid or safe laner to get a kill. I suppose it's worth it.
They don't have TPs either. No killing mid with the Callis, yeah. That earn.
Oh yeah, Ducalis went over.
This is a solo kill potentially here. Yeah, this troll. This freaking
dude. 9 class is crazy. How many? He's 5 and 1 right now.
Look at the XP.
Willow.
9 class is level 7 and Ridus and Sias are level 3. Like what the hell? I don't know.
Oh no. I mean, it's the double wisdom is like part of it. Like you already know the support.
It is part of it. Low. But he also killed like 2 or 3 heroes top. Then he TP'd mid, he killed 2 heroes there, and then he went bottom and killed a hero there, and now he's top again, and he killed 3 heroes top. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot,
Well done, everyone. I've got some.
Definitely a lot. We'll see. I don't know what the avenue back into this one is actually. Like 6,000 net worth lead is something that we have very rarely seen in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Boy, this Flarter, I don't know. I feel like a little vindicated. I feel like I looked at this draft and was like, man, Starter is not the hero you want to open with. And now I feel happy. I feel sad though, because I did want to see a game 3. I did want to see a stomp like this. And now it's very difficult. Sunstrike going to connect onto 9 class as some sort of attempt.
This is a big kill if they can get
daggers.
Absolutely. That's a lot of XP for your supports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're really gonna need it, like yeah. You lost all your tier 1s, you don't have XP on supports. It's like you don't have a natural way to come back either, right? You can't just go clear a stack or something. You don't. The only one who could potentially do that is the Templar, but even he is not that good.
Oh, there's definitely been a few issues with the Templar still. Despite having some really good CS, 3,700 net worth is not where you want to be.
Yeah. Just
because of like, this Willow has generally been a problem, and now they're going to smoke up, want to keep the advantage going. They want to find the TA. I think she might be closer out, but no, she's already going back. In fact, right outside of the tier 3 tower to farm. Got the juice, man. He doesn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, for a good reason. Like, they're making this map is so oppressive, right? And there's really no punish for PARIVISION. Like, what can NAVI do to punish them? Like, they're going under the tier 2. I don't think they can fight them there. And
oh, God.
There's no way they are going to go down and punish Titanic in the meantime, right? They're just way too slow heroes, no tier 1 tower. Even if they would have found him, I don't think they can kill him right now, so it's just, yeah. And like, there's a glyph coming into play now, right? This 7-minute glyph they have to use down bottom. Actually securing this tier 2 top somehow with the siege.
That's the first tier 2 down at 11 minutes. I actually have to wonder if that's one of the fastest that we've seen in this entire tournament, because it's not always that, even with Jakiro still prevalent in this meta, that you're able to take a tower that quickly.
It has to be up there, at least. Like, most tier 2s happen after the Tormentor, on average, like even in the fast games.
Yeah.
Nice box, dodging the fear.
Box. Yep, but now here comes no one to clean it on up. Nice dodge away from the crush. Could have actually died there had he been connected on, but didn't feel like the ready skill is that important. I mean, he's right.
Yeah. That's a 2v4, by the way, for PARIVISION, and yeah, they don't lose anything.
And they're perfect gaming from them so far. Got everything that they wanted out of this draft from the laning stage. You can definitely feel it right now. Troll Warlord versus Slaughter is an absolute massacre. Add in a Jakiro, there's nothing you can do.
The only hope for Navi is that PARIVISION overextends somehow, that you're able to bait them in and get like a realistic Ringmaster ulti or something. But
yeah, this isn't a lineup that has like an astonishing amount of tower damage, right? Like they've been doing it really off the back of Dakalis. Now they're gonna get the Ice Path plus the Macro Pyre. A nice mirror box is gonna provide a lot of magic resistance.
Yo,
now no one, he goes in, trying to sit on top of this macro, but oh yeah, the fortification, it'll get themselves a kill. He's danced a bit too far in, and Niku's the one that gets that gold.
I don't think that's the we're expected to go. Like it really looked like he thought he had a remnant somewhere else or something. This. Okay, DM is here now.
Dying to the tick damage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, here comes Got the Juice again. It's gonna be a blink through from Zayat. No, that wasn't even a blink in. I think he just hopped through, but I think he's getting called now. Good tornado plus the meatball. No disarm afterwards, but they don't need it.
Okay, a bit of a throw.
They find 9 class.
Maybe 3 really big kills here. Can't get him. But 2 really big kills on no one, and DM there. Just, way too overconfident. You still have to respect these towers. You know, 13 minutes into the game. Doesn't seem like it's 13 minutes in, but these towers are hitting super hard. Right?
Yeah, they didn't have to respect the top tower, but this mid one definitely has way more defensive capabilities.
Yeah, but it's also right, like, literally everybody on Navi is sitting under the tier 2, and you kind of know it, and you still go for a dive. It's, you know, you can sense the overconfidence, a bit of recklessness coming out from PARIVISION. Everything has been going their way so far, so.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is spooky, man. I'm literally like, I'm just skating through all these items to try to figure out like what is the next one that can come up that hopefully helps. Going for an Atos on Niku, which is obviously good, but I think the silver lining there's no Manta yet, so no dispels once that Atos comes out. That could definitely be helpful. We saw the Blink Dagger from DM be very powerful in last game, so hopefully that kind of brings the same kind of heat. And honestly, I think that's really the only things that could change. TA is getting items, but I'm actually worried for her to show up too early.
Yeah, I mean, the Desolator plus the Slaughter Dagger could be something, but that's without your shard as well for Slaughter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like it really, right? Like this Invoker, the Atos is nice. It's gonna help them set up kills, like, or keep people in place, but it's not gonna offer damage. That comes from your Aghanims later, but that's way too far off.
Way too. Yeah, no, we need
this Deso, and we need a Dagger on Slaughter, and then we probably need PARIVISION to not get an Aegis in the next 10 minutes. Maybe there's a chance they will have these items on the Tormentor the timing, and then that could be an opportunity. But perhaps if PARIVISION is sits low from killing the Tormentor, that's your opportunity.
Yeah, you know, a few steals definitely could be good. Let PARIVISION do a little bit of the work for you. Instead, you are going to lose PMA on the top side here. No one has been exceptional as well, using the bots to get everywhere he needs to, completely putting pressure on the map. I haven't seen a Navi player cross the river in, well, probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's tough out here, you know. Got to just trying to get out down bottom, but there's always the Satanic Troll Warlord sitting there. They're going for no one right now, but there's actually nice.
There we go.
Easy Atos, you were right.
Navi. Yeah.
All right. That changes how you have to play, actually, if you're no one, right? Like, if you can die to Invoker plus Ringmaster, then suddenly there are ways you can play 2-man like a Navi. You are going to be able to get some map. If your Ember is not safe, pushing these waves alone, then PARIVISION, they're going to have to start playing together.
Also, this is going to be a generational throw. If Pari even gets this game back to even, it will be astonishing. Yeah. And you can see here DM and 9 class doing their best to make sure that's not a possibility.
I mean, they still haven't crossed the river, like you said, so the best they can hope for is still just controlling their own vision, like sitting next or closer to the tier 2s, and hope that PARIVISION overextends once more. But it's still so early in the game, right? There's still a Tormentor to take for Pari, there's still a Roshan to take.
Trying to use the Forge Spears to get a kill on that mid tower. Are they actually going to get it? Oh, what is it? 27.
They don't need to deny it, right? There's nobody that can actually go there and finish it off.
Man.
Who would be able to? Maybe Invoker, but I don't know how you get there.
Yeah, maybe. it's hard because you kind of want to like sneak up on it, but the minute that you show outside, by the way, where your tier 1 isn't even there, like and that rough. So if you show there's a few easy TPs. I do feel that there should be some incentive for Parry to actually kind of keep control of that tower because it is a huge TP point to get extra kills.
Oh, here we go.
Radiant's middle tower.
There it is.
They
got it. All right. I honestly think the Parry can call it now. I think they've lost.
Yeah, it's comeback time.
Comeback time.
Smoke from Parry. Smoke from Navi.
The thing is, whenever Parry are 5, I don't think that's a win at all. You got to find a way to split whenever they're trying to group up against you. And I mean, Satanic, he's just going right in for this BKB and knows that that item is the end all be all for his team. So the 4-man smoke coming from Parry, I still think it's unbeatable.
Yeah. They just don't have any information on anybody. Satanic's going Roshan before the Tormentor, very early. But yeah, like we say, doesn't seem like Navi has any business contesting this. I mean, I feel like it could be their best chance, though, couldn't it?
Yeah, it depends on how the smoke works, right? Like, there's no BKB on this Troll Warlord. You are 12,000 down, but what does that 12,000 mean? You know, like, you're looking at this Troll Warlord who has the Mantis style. It's great, but he's already used it. So you're looking at basically just a side item there. Your axe, blade mail, that's pretty important. Maybe this veil. I don't know, man. The more I'm looking at these items that they've used and are currently in the Roshan pit with, this is fightable.
Yeah, it's possible. They should have information as well, right? Because they have this Forge Spirit and Illusion here. DM is smoked actually, but they should have seen the colors moving in.
Yeah, they definitely know. They know what's happening, especially once the illusion will go in. They'll know how low it is. The issue here is that Zyash, I think there's a one where he just dies.
Yeah. If Nightglass gets on top of him, he dies for sure.
It has blink, so it's going to be blink, root, stun, or blink away.
Yeah, everyone is just beelining away from it. They don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah. You provide some vision there. You see like half damage on Roche at 55 seconds. It should be dead. So if you want to toss a Sunstrike, a little early. Needed to toss that at 55. There it is. Getting the kill.
Potentially chaining his build now on Satanic, right? He did pick up a Blade of Alacrity.
Yeah.
So Aghanims.
I wonder if he's going to
Lardar.
Ah, yeah, you're totally right.
SNY with Manta, probably not, right?
Yeah. That's definitely the Ags. It's pretty good versus like the Stealth Dispel, right? Versus the Invoker.
Yeah.
Very, very good for you.
Yeah, I guess Lardar too. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, not an item we see a whole lot of, to be honest, but it's one of those items that always feels nice in theory, and then in practice, it's not always that amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean, it's always great when you don't need another item, right?
Yeah, when you don't need any items, you can... Yeah, any item is nice, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's more that like this is something that's not going to kneecap your build, right? Whenever you go for something that's too committed, like a bash or something, like that slot is there. It feels very bad to get rid of it, but at least in Aghanim Scepter, if you do end up needing another item later, you can always suck it up. But at the same time, it's not making any commitment.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually I like it when there's a Darkster in the game or a Warlock or something. I don't have anything obvious here, but at the same time, it feels like it doesn't need anything, so I guess it's fine. Like, we'll see.
That's a little early on these stun strikes. Almost had him. But net worth lead kind of stagnating right now over on the PARIVISION side. And somehow the Dota2 lords, they believe that this is a 75-25 game. 25%, that's a good bid. I saw a 6,000 net worth lead at 10 minutes and thought it was over. So, 25 pretty good.
It's pretty generous by the Dota gods. I mean, maybe it has to do with the time, like how early it is in the game still.
That could be.
Like, it seems like we've been in dodge mid to late game for the last 15 minutes, but it's only minute 20.
Yeah. I mean, we've had they've gotten one tier 2 tower. Believe it or not, that was before they got the Aegis of the Immortal.
That was minute 11, right?
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna get
Zero Shrines of Wisdom for Navi.
Oh
in
man.
this game. So
Dire's bottom
let's compare.
How do you even play this game?
I got level
Support.
8 on Sylas.
That's crazy. What?
Dire's
That's making
bottom
something
tower
out
is
of
under
nothing. 'Cause
attack.
I cannot believe they actually got that kill.
Yeah.
That was a walrus punch right into the chain stun, and they were just allowed to get a lot of kills. That's fantastic.
That's great. And that's going to be rags on Niku here, I believe. Almost. Yeah, he's got it. That's pretty good.
Okay.
So there is...
And again, I'm going to start coping, man, if it continues like this.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Niku's TP mid. They want to fight. They want to fight right now.
Okay. I mean, Satanic pretty low. You can try to snipe out a single kill here if you manage to grab the Sunstrike in a good spot. He really wanted that tornado to make it easy for himself, but he's going to walk over a
Radiant's
trap.
top tower is under attack.
Oh, okay. I think they should have just popped the trap, to be honest. Made that a little bit easier on yourself.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay.
But they held?
They are holding. Kind of. No, PARIVISION actually going to back off from this? Interesting.
I'm telling you, generational throw. Generational throw if they end up even letting this one get back to even. I don't care game outcome. If this net worth lead gets below 5,000, it is a gigantic mistake and real good mental fortitude coming out from Navi.
How many Dota Plus shards will you bet me on this?
All of them that I'm going to win tonight off of our B Cup win.
Oh, nice. Yeah. How much is that even?
I don't know.
Dire's
I don't
It's
win that.
generational.
Generational Dota 2 shots. Looks like he's trying in for it now. They smoked away, and they're going to find
There you go.
on the high ground. Going to jump onto the Jakiro first, but a good jump call. They need to stop this somehow. Nice wheel. It'll take down the kill on Jakiro, but it does mean that this was kind of caught out of nowhere. They're going to lock in on the Slardar first. Satanic getting the kill there. And here comes everybody else from PARIVISION. Now, they could get the kill on the Axe DM, ticking down to the Meteor. He's going to go. They trade 2 for 3. Not the worst thing in the world. You can see the difference gained still just at 2,000 here for Perry so far.
Actually decent from Navi. Like, you know, getting a big kill on DM. They're also getting... Oh, no. Into trouble, right?
That's not good.
Can't blink out of the room.
That's not good.
Unfortunately.
No.
But you
Oh.
can blink out afterwards. So...
That's good. That's really good. And still trying to poke around, but at the
they
end,
juice
just
it out
getting
now.
got the juice out is exactly.
They bought so much time during this Aegis, honestly. Like, they're only losing 1 tier 2 during this whole Aegis.
Yeah. Wild.
And the gold lead is actually not growing that much.
I've got some
Definitely starting to stabilize.
Like, the gold lead has doubled since, like, minute 6 or 7 or something. Which is not that much.
Yeah.
But the main thing is, like, XP, they're ridiculously far ahead. Across the board, at least.
Yeah, it's continuing. Oh, who are they? Oh, I swore I heard a Atos. He definitely used the Atos on what? A range creep? Oh no, okay, the Helm Dom creep. I see. I see.
Dire are scanning.
This is Blink Yules. This is the kill build on 9 class.
Yep.
I wonder how much he's going to go into it here. They do drop a ward down. Niku. Oh, yeah.
Got
Using
canceled by
the
that
cold
spell.
wall to farm. Yeah. Really well done. He didn't even have the level 10 talents. Whenever I'm farming with that ice wall, I typically like getting that plus 50 DPS.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I think Tornado cooldown is probably too good to get later on.
Yeah. Yeah, later on for sure. When you have Octarine and stuff, definitely better.
So got the juice. I mean, we got to get this guy into a position where we're killing heroes, you know? That's the next step. We've kind of stabilized the game so that you're not losing all your towers at will, but you also have 2 Deso charges. We got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, it's the downside of Desto when you're behind. It's like, it's not really a farming item. And yeah, obviously that item gets better with the stacks, so... Can feel really bad. Like, it always feels better having a battlefield when you're behind. But obviously can't do that on TA, right? So...
Yeah. Yeah.
Game is in a pretty weird state right now. Like, there's no obvious objectives, right? There's a tier 2 remaining for Navi, but there's no Tormentor or Roshan or anything. Like, PARIVISION, they definitely don't want to go high ground anytime soon. Showing some respect to this Invoker mainly.
and run away. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of respect for the Invoker. It genuinely took 1 kill on no one with that Atos to kind of put that respect in, but it wasn't a ton of respect. It was respect that I won't dive you into the tier 2 towers, but not enough respect that you'll get a BKB. Nine Class gonna find Zayach here. He needs to find somewhere to snowball too, but he won't get it. That's gonna be a nice kill there from the two of them. Now finding, yeah, the Rainmaster. Pretty big kills. He's taking sports off the map.
Oh, they actually found Slaughter. They can get him.
Oh no. Surely they do. I mean, maybe even the tick damage is enough. Yeah. That's, I don't think he needed to die there.
It's way too hard to not get caught by the Ember though, like with the Shiva, the chains and some. Oh, solo kill here from Niku. Easy.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think you need to be more cognizant of that.
Yeah. Satanic on the scroll has a BKB and DM finished a BKB as well. Right now, it has to be time to go if you're PARIVISION.
They could be waiting for ages. I don't think they need to. I like going after this tower for sure.
Yeah, I mean the tower at least you don't need to get racks or anything. You just make sure you have the last tier 2. The mid one makes the cross mapping the easiest, and it just makes it hard for Navi to maneuver. They don't go for the outpost because they're. I guess we're just setting up for Roshan. This outpost is not that important if there's gonna be a top roach.
No. Yeah, Wisdom's about to come up as well. This should be the first Wisdom that we see actually on the Navi side. And we have a Yule's completed on the Slardar now, so blink Yule's for him. I feel very bad for PMA. Genuinely, the only way that I wouldn't feel bad for him is if he was begging for Slardar on first pick, because if he wasn't, it is his fault. Otherwise, I feel bad that he's been put in this situation because this is such a hard Slardar game to play.
Yeah, I mean, he got the Jakiro troll treatment twice. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Somebody on his team was like, bro, it's okay. You're gonna do it. He's like, I don't know, guys. And then over here.
It's always the classic. Somebody that's playing in a completely different lane across the map is like, it's okay, man. I believe in you. Yeah, I think you can play that lane fine enough.
You got this, bro. Go fuck. Go slay them.
Here. And here we are. There was no slaying.
Not yet. Generational slaying happening later.
I mean, man, we need to get some vision in here. He's just trying to cut some creep waves mid. I don't think they know about the Roshan really.
No, I mean, even if they knew, like.
Oh, they see it. There's some particles that are hitting on their vision. Actually, they're able to see every time he melee axes for some reason it hits through the fog.
Yeah,
they're seeing that.
Some spells are strange like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So how do you weather this storm? Because this one's going to hurt a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have a little bit of time because I think Satanic wants to actually wait for Satanic and then they're going to go high ground. But yeah, you're just going to have to throw so much spam. Like, I don't think there's any way, like, maybe you smoke around and you try to kill this Jakiro and this Willow, and that's how you fight, but I don't think you have anything to deal with this troll.
Last game was a 35,000 net worth lead at 50 minutes. I think I'd still rather be in that game.
Yeah. Satanic being flown out here, and this should be the push.
We went for the full Gleipnir on Invoker as well, so opting in for a little bit more of that AoE control, plus the AoE on your meatballs and sunstrakes.
Yeah, the EMP as well, becoming real big. Pretty nice item on this hero.
Yeah. Oh, he TP'd out. He saw that. Did he see the TP away from the Ember? Because I feel like that's the only reason you would want to do this if you knew that there wasn't going to be a high ground push in the next few seconds.
He doesn't have a Remnant out somewhere? He has a Remnant mid, though.
Yeah.
But PARIVISION, they're not even going to attempt to push whatsoever.
You're going to try to kill no one, though. They're going to go through the portal immediately. You may start this fight on the Invoker, but you have to be able to end it. Niku, at this point, you got to TP away. There's no way that you can stay in on this one. Trying to TP out onto the Tusk. He'll go out. But now the Tornado, really well done actually there. I think the Tornado was necessary, but he's still going to end up falling. A good dunk by DM. Pari, they did exactly what they needed to. They take the Tormentor, they take the outpost, and now we're back into maybe a high ground siege.
Yeah, I mean, they just can't kill no one for the BKB, right? It's way too hard. And now, surely, PARIVISION goes high ground. Even when Niku is alive on this Invoker, he's not going to have the Cataclysm, so you can't really ask for a better timing than this if you're PARIVISION.
That's wild. Okay. Can you do it again? And that's going to be the big question. They do drop down the pinwheel. But yeah, PMA is certainly going to fall here. Titanic not really bothered by that one. Now turning the sight onto the now called Riddies. And without the Invoker up for another 8 seconds, this is an impossible hold.
Yeah, no buyback for either of these two, by the way. So you might even have to wait for them and try to defend your second side, honestly. Titanic still has every button available, only lost Aegis in the last attempt here.
Jesus, yeah. He's got everything. Make sure he doesn't lose any of that mana.
Oh, BKB.
And oh,
he was expecting the Axe call to come out, which is fair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no,
that kind of hurt him so much in the next fight.
See what happens here. Looks like this meatball doing a good amount of damage actually to them, but now the turnaround with the Lotus Orbed snowball actually saves no one from the Cataclysm. Doesn't really connect onto anybody else. Now without your Sunstrike, without your Kata, the damage on this Invoker is very limited. It's going to be up to the rest of your team to do something because you're all control now.
Yeah, how do you deal with Titanic? You don't have a Tornado EMP. You have to kind of go in and face him, but then again, you don't have your BKB on Gata Juice on his TA.
Ugh. He's trying to get, now they're gonna do it. Oh no, okay, they were painting it out. I thought they were gonna drop it, but just really well done. Each time 9 classy blinks in, gets that Euless, you're terrified of what's gonna follow.
Yeah, I mean, there might just be an Axe flying in on you, right? And then you're kind of cooked. At this point, Pari, they looked a bit not ready for this, right? They were kind of split up in this fight. It doesn't matter, like, Titanic trade stages, they kill PMA, they kill Riddies, and then Gata Juice pops his BKB here in a second, and then, yeah, it's just impossible to fight. You're Navi.
This was actually, like, it was a pretty good combo there. Got a lot of damage done, but you can see that snowball on the Lotus Orb. Just making sure there wasn't even any Cataclysm lines sent on him. Oh my god.
Oh, butterfly, so this guy is completely jacked.
Yeah, and here comes the hurt. He's going to get the Hurricane Pike away, getting the BKB as well. Satanic is going to be chasing into the base, but he's got a shield rune. He just does not care at all. They are going to finally dispel the shield rune thanks to that tornado, but I still fear for their damage. Going to get Lotus Orb, so he's a little bit more protected. Going to have to give the mirror box over to the Slardar, but he's still getting taunted, still getting rooted, still getting so damn sad out of how this game has gone for him. Gata Juice will finally get a kill here, something on the high ground to take home with it, because this game is still in their control if they can force Titanic off the high ground. Gonna get another call onto Voker caught. There's already a buyback on the Slardar, but the stun won't connect through the BKB of Axe. No one is back in on this one. There are some buybacks also used from PARIVISION. This is a bit of a weird fight now. You're gonna lose a lot more here if you continue to fall on these heroes. You'll stop on this Troll Warlord, trying to keep Titanic at bay here, but he needs to get on top of this Troll Warlord target. Thanks to the Ice Path, he'll connect. This time gonna happen, but PMA, he's gotta go back to this team because no one is dancing on them right now on this Ember. Gonna go back for more as the root connects here. Titanic trying to go through the ice wall, but the Ice Path will connect. It fears up, got the juice, he's gonna fall. No one picking up the kill. It's dieback Slardar. It's dieback on Voker. And with that, Navi, you gave it a good go.
Going into the front.
him.
Yeah, here we go.
He's trying to